let's dehydrate some zucchini, and with it, I'm going to make some zucchini powder. So I had a really big zucchini here. The small ones I like to eat. I like to use them up, saute them up, or just eat them as squash. But the big ones, sometimes I like to use them whole and chop them and use them either as like a lasagna noodle, or you can make zoodles out of them. You can use them. So this was a big one, like a big, as you can see, I've already been dicing them. So you can just slice it even and use the two of them as even a sandwich bread, like for those of you who don't eat bread. So those are different ways, but I also, because I'm not gluten-free and I do not do keto, but I do try to lower my carbs. So what I do is I like to dehydrate these and make zucchini powder. And a great tip that I saw from another YouTube person, she calls it Z powder. She has a great channel. She has a lot of good information. She uses it as a flour replacement, and you can't use it as full flour replacement, but you can use it as some flour replacement. So I'm going to do that as well. So not only just making straight zucchini bread, but she makes a lot of like hamburger buns and things like that. So I'm going to take her advice. Her website is, she's on Rain Country. Her name is Heidi. And I am going to just slice these up here, dehydrate them. This is pretty full. There we go. And when they're dehydrated, then I just grind them up in my little coffee grinder that I use just for my spices. Oh, look I have a whole nother one here. So yeah, so these I will just slice. Sometimes if I just want to have a sandwich and I don't want to use a lot of carbs, what we can do is just use like this and use two of these, or even have open, like tuna is really good on here, chicken salad. These are great. You can also use them as lasagna noodles. I was thinking about doing it because that small tray of lasagna I did yesterday, I didn't have quite enough of the noodles, so I was thinking about using this as a top. But then I thought, you know what, I just want to dehydrate them and use them for the Z powder. So that's what I'm doing here. So then what I will do is I will open this and then see how they're diced up, and then I will just layer them on my trays, and I will stick them in my dehydrator, and I'll process them until they are completely dehydrated. Mine usually takes a good, I would say like a good 10 hours to dehydrate, especially, you know, things that have a little bit more moisture in them. So yeah, and then I also have some carrots. Some organic carrots that I'm not going to really use them up, so I'm probably going to dice those up and dehydrate them over on this tray here. So that's what I'm going to do now. And when they're dehydrated, I will show you what they look like, and then I will show you how I turn this into zucchini powder. Okay, so we will see you soon. I will show you what they look like when they're dehydrated, and then I will show you how I turn them into zucchini powder. All right. Here you go, friends. Here is my, these are my dehydrated carrots. You can see they're nice and hard here. These I use if I don't have any fresh. So when I dehydrate these, I usually save them for the winter when I don't have them coming in. And I use them in soups, things like that. And then these are my dehydrated zucchini. This was that really big one I had. So I am making this into the powder, and then I'm just using recycled jar because this is probably not going to be a big enough one. So this I'll just keep adding to it. If I get a bigger one, I'll put it in a regular canning jar. But these I have, like, my neighbors, my family members send and save any glass jars. And then I just wash them. I'm actually going to make a DIY for Goo Gone to get this stuff off because I've washed this twice in my dishwasher and it's still on there. So I'm going to do a natural Goo Gone in one of my DIY frugal videos to get these little things off. But yeah, I just recycle these glass jars with the lids and use them for things like this, where I will actually be using, so when I bake, I use this Z powder. So yeah, so I just use this. This is a coffee grinder that I use just for herbs and things like this. And it grinds it right up. Just add more to it. And so this is what I do with those really big zucchinis that I, you know, if I don't use them for like lasagna noodles or things like that, I like to use it for this and use it for bake. But when I get my zucchinis like this size, these I like to use in stir fries, salads, things like this. So yeah, so that's kind of how I do it for the dehydrating for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments, comment below. Any questions, anything else you'd like me to show you, happy to do it. Please like and share, and have a great blessed day. Bye.